Okay, welcome to a video that you will find very interesting. Okay, so what we've got here is a operating environment which allows you to do many different things and keep productive. It's a software development system. It's a document preparation system. It is a planner's productivity planner's helpful guide. It actually can help you in the office even if you don't know how to do programming. And you're able to consolidate different things together and work with other people. It's a fully collaborative system. The more people that adopt this system and work with it together, the more people can collaborate together and really function pretty well in everything that's necessary. So basically what I'd like to show you is what the system can do a little bit. So what we're going to do, first of all, up here is a system kind of behavior snapshot. It shows how the CPU is doing and different other things that are being measured, and so it's interesting to see that. But for right now, I'm going to get rid of all of that so we have a clean slate. And we're going to open up a Rio window. We already did that, but we're going to now open a terminal window. And you'll be able to see how it works. Okay, we have what looks like a shell prompt, and it definitely is. This system was built by the same people that built Unix. And so it's an outgrowth of the particular product that they developed, and it has even more of an advanced type of culture than Linux ever could deal with. And if we only had stayed with them instead of gone off on our own tangent and created our own free-for-all type of Wikipedia operating system, we might just have well done so much better. So okay, well, first of all, the system is well documented. It has features that would be best explained by the various different commands and things that you can do with the operating system. For example, if I want to edit a document, I'm now going to show you the files in this home directory here. If I want to edit a document, I'm just going to call it with my own name, and I'd like to just basically say, okay, The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. He did this repeatedly. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so basically we're done with that. So I enter a dot to get out of the editor's append mode, which we entered with the single character A followed by a carriage return. And so we put it. We initiate the write command, which writes this out to the disk. Except that I'm on a CD-ROM only thing, so I can't do that. But it would have worked and would have explained the number of characters necessary to write out to the disk. And then we could quit and read the file that we just created. Since that doesn't work, I just quit with a large Q, with a uppercase Q, and return. And we lost what we just put in. Basically, I guess the reason for this is that Glenda's, this is a read-only operating system, so you can't write any files down. I imagine you can probably do this in /temp. So if we went to temp, we might just be able to get rid of, might just be able to do something here. Let's find out if we could. So we'll do this over there. And we'll just put in some junk characters now. And then get out of append mode and write that out. No, it didn't work on that either. Okay, well, never mind. So sometimes things just can't work because of the nature of the situation of how we're booted in. But you know what? You can be my guest while I go ahead and install the system. So let's reboot out of here, and we're gonna go ahead and make a installation. I have an 8 GB drive on the system here, and it's going to be fine to do this. And I'll just, no, I'm not going to. Yeah, I could. Nah, I like to use the particular model that I did. Okay, I didn't think it was going to do that, but that's okay. So we're going to do install text only version. So we're going to go along. The next thing it tells us to do is to configure the file system. So what kind of file system do we want? Fossil or Fossil plus Venti? And so to tell you the truth, Fossil works better. So then we're going to partition the disk. And we have to specify the device of the hard drive. And we're going to install the master boot record. We're going to write and quit the changes. Then we're going to prep the disk. and accept the changes for the default. We're going to write and quit for the proposed operating system partitions. And then we're going to format the drive. Now we're going to mount it. And so it's doing a little things that we can watch here. It's all done by a script. Okay, now we're going to install from the local media. We're now going to mount the distribution. And now this is easy. You want to use the data from the CD-ROM. So that's /dev/sdd0/data. That's simple, okay? So now we're asked to browse the archives, making sure that it works. And it does. So we type exit, and we're preparing the menu for the copy distribution task. And so it's on its way. It goes so fast that I'm not even going to speed up the video. It's you can see how fast it goes. The size of the disk can be anything, you know. There's no reason why you couldn't use a 50 gig partition. I think that would work fine, and it would not take longer to do that than to do what we're doing here, because installing Plan9 is not a very big proposition. Okay, we're done with that. Now it's preparing the menu, and we're now going to do the boot setup. We're going to make a Plan9 partition the default for the booting. And we're going to install the Plan9 master boot record. And now we're done. Wasn't that easy? Just about anyone can do this. Okay, we're ready to go. So I'm going to hit Control-Alt-Delete, and we're ready to boot into our new system. Except for one thing, we got to eject the disk. Disconnect CD, DVD. That's all we got to do. Okay, now we reboot. So we hit return at this prompt, and then we type in Glenda. That's our user ID. Now there's a long story that goes with that I'm not going to tell you right now. But my name is not Glenda. This is the Plan9 mascot. Oops, that was something I wasn't expecting to happen. Okay, well, let's fix the problem while you're online here. We just have to reconfigure it. So we're going to log in as sys. Oh, alright. Actually, it may be more broken than I know. We'll try this again one last time. We're going to come in as none. Okay, that gave us a shell prompt. I hope to goodness that we'll be able to do this. Right. Okay, it didn't create the temp file. Hopefully I can get out here and change my identity. Oh yeah, right. That's not what I use. Didn't like that. I'll try this and see if it can work. No, I don't have permissions to do this. Okay, there's let's take a good close look at this. Change user. No, it didn't like that either. Oh. No, it didn't like that either. I can't, I don't have sufficient privileges. There was a way that I remember that this is a long time ago and I haven't done this for a bit. Okay, so we will have to install again. Try again on the installation because it didn't write out the new setting for the Plan 9 distribution. Let's accept the okay, we want to part the disk. We did the config. SDC0. Right, and quit. Okay, we did the, now we need to do prep disk. Format fossil. Yes, I do. Okay, now it's going to happen. So we're now reorienting this thing. Copying the distribution again. Okay, cool. Alright, now this is happening. So you saw how you can fix it so that you can overwrite your installation. This is the kind of content that you don't even get mostly on the internet. This will be the first YouTube video that goes into such detail about Plan 9. As far as making something happen when it didn't work out. Sometimes we can learn from settings which don't work. Okay, we're making the Plan 9 partition and installing the boot record. And we're ready. Alright, we're booting in, and this time it should work. But our screen is going to be not very, we have to change the dimensions of it. We may have to do an operation here. Okay. I'm going to come in as none again to read the Plan9 file, which is something we can do. So we're going to go to 9 fat. We're mounting 9 fat, and then we're going to go out here to view the Plan9. Oh, it didn't change the values. Well, that's a problem. Now it was supposed to give us a reinstallation, but what we did was we installed the Plan9 partitions, but we did not reinstall the DOS partition. I know what I could do. Let's do a better one than that. Knoppix to the rescue. Okay. Ah, there we go. That's what we want. Sorry about all that. I'm trying to get the thing to boot properly. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Got it. See, when there's a will, there's a way. Okay, we made the changes. We're done with Knoppix. So apparently but at least we are Glenda. So we can now make the change so we have a graphical environment without having to use Knoppix again. So we're going to do that now. So we're creating an edit of the Plan9 initial. So we're going to go to monitor. We're searching for the word monitor, and we're going to change that value to XGA. Okay, and then we're going to change the VGA size from 1200 to 1024. We're done. And this time, see, it wrote out the number of characters written out. So see, everything works. Okay, now we can reboot. So this will give us a 1024 by 768 window. And it did. Alright, how cool is that? So now everything is working. Okay, so we can go ahead and now look around again. So there's a command called lookman, which helps us to be able to search for a topic that we want to find out about. For example, if we want to find out about the VGA database, we could do that, and that allows us to be able to see the man pages on that. Sorry about that. My mind drifted. Okay, so basically you can now read about the VGA controller and monitor database. So it's actually not too bad to try to get some settings. Actually, we can perhaps at a later time I can give us part 2 to this video, which has gone quite long here, where we can copy the old database that's on the CD over to here, and if we do, then we should be able to have everything work like it did with the other. So that's something that we should attempt to do. Okay, well, I appreciate your attention, and I hope that you learned a lot about Plan 9 configurations. Have a wonderful day, and I appreciate that. Okay.